There is nothing wrong if you don't want to join an English speaking institute to learn English, and it is absolutely alright to practice English on your own. Hi everyone, I'm Namita. Welcome back to my channel where you can become skillful, fluent, and confident in English. So today's topic is for those people who don't want to join an English institute just to develop their spoken English skills. I'm talking about the verbal English. So if you are someone who has a lot of constraints, one of them can be the time constraint. You are a working professional or you generally don't have a time to go to the institute, though we have a lot of provisions for online classes these days. But then also sometimes you don't want to dedicate that entire 1 hour. It is okay. The money constraint can be another reason that you don't want to pay that much because they do charge something if you are learning English from an institute. If you have a mentor, the trainer would charge something. So if there are some reasons that you don't want to join an institute, then there is a way in which you can practice on your own. And if you ask me, despite of being a trainer in English, I would still recommend all of you to practice it on your own. You can learn English on your own. In fact, you can learn to speak in English in a better way if you do it on your own. So there are a lot of things that you can do. If you are one of those people who is not interested in joining an institute, but you still want to speak English fluently and confidently, then this video is for you. Let's get started with the video. I'm going to share some points with you. So the first and the foremost point that I'm going to talk about today is that you have to change the way you think. Now, how will you change the way you think? There's a certain way in which all of us think. So there are two ways I'm going to share with you. The first one is that you have to think positive. Of course, that is something we have to do in every sphere, in every aspect of our life. We have to think positive. So this very first thing that you have to do is that you have to be very positive about it. If you are practicing, if you are reading, if you are listening to a lot of English movies or English content, and you're saying, "Nahi, English to aa hi nahi raha hai, mujhse to ho hi nahi raha hai," then it is definitely not going to work for you. You have to keep saying positive things at the same time. Apart from thinking positive, we'll talk about this point later. The second thing is you have to change the way of your thinking and the language of your thinking. Now what happens is that mostly you think in Hindi or whatever your mother tongue is. So for example, we are taking here Hindi. Hindi is your mother tongue and you think in Hindi. Whenever you have to speak something, your mind is functioning in your mother tongue. And when you have to translate it into English, there the problem lies. You know that very well. Correct me if I'm wrong. Mostly, this is the reason that we think in a certain language and then we have to speak in a different language. That is where the problem is. So what we have to do is we have to start thinking in English. Because if you are going to speak in English, you have to think in English. So then what will happen? Your confidence will automatically rise because your thinking language and the language that you have to speak in are the same. If the language you're thinking in and the language you're speaking in are different, there is going to be a lot of pauses, a lot of mistakes, a lot of translation time will take away the beauty of the language, isn't it? So you have to start to think in English. That is the first and the foremost thing which everyone should do. There should not be a barrier. There absolutely is no need for a barrier to the language that you're thinking and speaking in. If the languages are the same, you are going to do wonders, you are going to be fluent, you're going to be confident, and you're going to just do everything so perfectly, speak everything so perfectly when it comes to English. Now, I am going to make a separate video on this one topic, like how to think in English, because this is also a very vast subject, how to think in English, because there is where most of the learners are having a problem, that we generally think in our mother tongue. So how would we be able to think in English? I'm going to have a separate video, but till then you can just practice that you should start thinking in English. Start thinking in English, remove that translation time and see the difference. The techniques I'll come up differently. Now let's move on to the second point. Keep track of your accomplishments. Now, how will you do that? As I keep saying that, start reading. The first thing that I say, if you are going to speak in English, you have to adapt the habit of reading. Suppose you're reading and you've learned the sentence formation correctly. Now you can form sentences very easily. So this is one accomplishment for you. When you started, you couldn't even make sentences. Now you can make sentences. Congratulate yourself. Tell yourself that very good. Pat yourself on your back and tell yourself that you're doing very good. You don't need appreciation from the people outside. You have to do it yourself. So whenever you've accomplished another milestone, you keep achieving different milestones. So whenever you think that this is one thing that you're doing good, like sentences is one thing, then vocabulary. If you are telling yourself to learn a new word every day, there are numerous ways in which you can do that. So if you are learning a new word every day, you can again congratulate yourself that you have built up such a wonderful vocabulary. Okay, so this is the second way. My point is that you have to keep telling yourself that you are doing really good. So on every accomplishment, you have to acknowledge it that you are doing great. Congratulate yourself, tell yourself that you are already doing very good. Let's move on to the third point now. Get rid of what's holding you back. There are a lot of factors which hold us back, because of which we are not being able to do what we genuinely want to do. Here in particular, we are talking about speaking in English fluently. So if there are certain people who are not letting you speak in English, maybe they are telling you that, oh, it is too difficult, or you cannot do it because you are from Hindi medium, because you don't have correct pronunciation, because your mother tongue is not very good, so you are not going to be able to speak in English. You are not born in an English speaking country. There can be numerous reasons, be it people, be it situations, be it any other thing. Just drop it. You have to drop negativity completely. The things that are holding you back. It can be your own thoughts also. If your thoughts are telling you that you can't do it, you have to just drop it. Nothing should hold you back. If you have decided that you have to speak in English, trust me, nothing in the world can stop you from speaking in English. You can do it just by your own. There are a lot of help books, there are a lot of techniques, there are a lot of free videos like this one, which will help you in doing that. You don't have to spend even a single penny for learning to speak in English. Trust me on that. So drop all the things that are holding you back. Nothing should hold you back now. If you have made a decision, if you have decided that you have to work on your English language skills, you would be able to do that. You just don't have to be negative. I started with that point where I said that you have to be very positive before you start to speak in English. Let's move on to the fourth point. Stop the comparison trap. You have to stop looking at the accomplishments of other people. In my previous point, I told you that you have to focus only on your accomplishments. Whatever you have done, you have to congratulate yourself. So when you just focus on the accomplishments of other people and you feel down, you feel that, oh my God, they are doing very well, I'm not being able to do well. This takes the joy away. Somewhere, when the moment we enter the comparison, you remember during our childhood, our parents used to compare us to our friends who were doing better, who would score better marks from us. We never liked it, did we? I personally never liked it. I never liked comparisons. So instead of comparing ourselves to other people, we need to compare ourselves to ourselves. I am going to compare myself to myself only. So I am my biggest competitor. Agree? If you think that this is the right way, then start doing it. No one knows your journey. You are the only one who knows what are your challenges. You are the only one who know what have been your barriers. Maybe you are from Hindi medium. Maybe there was no one in your family who could communicate well in English. There can be numerous reasons. Why should we look at the people who were more privileged, who have done all their education from an English medium school, who had a family who was already speaking in English? There is no comparison. So stop that comparison game. Just focus on your own accomplishments. Only you have to do well. You have to do better than the previous day. You have to work better from the previous month. So your comparison is with yourself. So just stop that comparison game. It is a trap. You'll be trapped. If you keep looking at other people, oh my God, they're doing well. There can be people who learn very fast. There are people who learn slowly, but they do very well later. So there is no comparison, first of all. So stop comparing your English with others. Stop comparing your language. Stop comparing your achievements with others basically. You have to compare yourself to yourself. So the moment you stop this comparison game, half of the battle is already won. You can learn to speak in English very easily the moment you stop comparing. So this is one thing that I really want to stress a lot on. Please don't compare yourself with others. You are a unique being. Only you know your strengths. Use them wisely. Let's move on to the last point of this video. Affirmations. Now, I am a strong believer in positive affirmations. Affirmations work wonders. You might not have heard of them, or you might not believe in them. Maybe you think that, oh, these things don't work. But words are very powerful. Whatever we say to ourselves or whatever we say in the whole day, this one thing comes true. So if you are telling yourself, well done, you are doing so well, then you'll see that there is a lot of difference if we keep saying all the negative things. Then I said I'll come to that point where you have to shun negativity and you have to inculcate a lot of positivity. This is what I mean. So, what kind of affirmations are going to help you? You have to say, I am being able to speak in English very fluently. I'm improving every day in my English speaking skills. I can speak very well. My English is improving a lot. I have learned a lot of new vocabulary words. My grammar is getting better and better. My sentence formation is so beautiful now. I can speak very confidently in public. I'm being able to give speeches if I've been asked to. Are you realizing what I'm saying? I'm using all these affirmations in present tense. I'm not saying I can do, I will do. No. No future, no ability talks. We are just talking about what is happening now. If I start saying that I'm speaking well, in a few days, every day, if I keep telling myself the same thing, the affirmations work really well. Along with the practice, of course, along with all the necessary things that you need to do. If you are reading, if you are having a conversation with yourself, all these things, if you are doing already, if you're practicing shorter sentences every day. And along with that, if you're saying that I'm doing well, I'm speaking well, automatically you'll be able to do well. Trust me, affirmations are magic. They can actually change everything in your life completely. Do focus on this one. That is the reason I've kept this one thing in the last. And I started with the first point where I said, don't be negative, change the way you think. So there is a relevance why I kept what I had to keep in the first place and what I had to keep in the last place. So affirmations are going to change your conversation game completely. Trust in that, believe in that, and you'll be able to understand what I'm trying to say. So this was all about this video. I hope if you are practicing on your own, you'll be able to do it very well now with the help of all these things that I've discussed today. I'll keep coming up with more such videos. Don't forget to leave a comment down in the comment section below, letting me know the topic on which you want me to make more videos. And if you like this video, hit the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Keep practicing your English. Keep speaking shorter sentences. Don't forget to talk to yourself. Love yourself. Bye-bye.